Alright, I thought I would take a video just for the heck of it and do a little pig update. Mostly to show the what I'm doing with the fencing. So this was the extended area. Seems to work pretty well. Worked out pretty nicely. Cinder blocks with a T-post-ish type thing. These are called cattle panels. Cut them in half and in half the other way. So they make about 7-8 foot sections, and then tie them together one behind the other. Right? Works pretty well. So with the regular pen fencing really starting to give, I don't know if you can see, I had to put cinder blocks there, and the fencing is just all messed up. I thought I would just basically do the same idea, except just use full fences and 5-foot T-posts. So this side was getting really bad. You can see what happens when it rains now. They've dug all this out. It used to be just a little thing in the middle by the tree there. Over time they've dug all this out, and now especially these guys, I assume the wild pig that we have, or the part wild pig, that he's done all this. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to mend all that. It's all the way up to the shed. It's not great. Anywho, so I've got 3 of these in place now. So we're going to be planning on working down the line. Kind of digging it flat as I go along, rolling up the other fencing as I go, and so you can see what they've done here. Right, I've got cinder blocks to try and help with that. But I also thought, since I was at it, I might give you a pig update itself. So this is little Ardy. You can tell he's the part wild one. He's grown up a little bit, stretching apparently. Hanging out with his lady pig friend, it's Penelope still. Still hoping she might give birth one day. Just waiting for him to get big enough. Waiting for them to, take care of business and stuff. Hi, Penelope. Yeah, I know. What's up, big piggy? I actually try to not give him too much food so they don't grow anymore. Him, I don't worry about. He needs to get big, but be able to take care of mating business. He does seem much more interested in her lately. Hi, Ardy. They're hanging out over here. Here's their mud pond now. It's not even a mud pit anymore. They moved the cement block that was in front of the feeder. We haven't used the feeder in a long time because we would just give them unlimited food in there, and then so we stopped doing that quite a long time ago, and give it in pieces, or give a certain amount twice a day. But they moved that. Ardy, it could have been either one. I assume Ardy's doing most of the damage here. So Mimi, and the Mimi followed me up here. She likes to follow me around often. Hi, Mimi. Chip. Can't do that. She got the little, sometimes a little pot belly thing, and gets right in the cup of my hand, like a little chubby gut. Anyway, thought I'd show you, give you an update on the pigs and the new fencing that we're putting in. We pray he's a little more interested now. Pray they do the job one day, and that she does indeed give birth, if it's the Lord's will. And that thank you for the opportunity to continue on the fencing. It's actually pretty inexpensive, and we have the cinder blocks, but it's fairly inexpensive in the grand scheme of making a pig fence that I think is going to be pretty durable for some time. When I did the wiring, see, here's what's left at the bottom of the wiring that I had buried, thinking that, to try and keep them in the pen so they wouldn't dig it up, but my naivete at the time, I didn't realize that metal becomes part of the soil when you bury it eventually. So it's pretty messed up, and they've been, of course, digging it up and stuff. So anyway, we thank the Lord again. We're grateful for continued progress and new ideas that He grants us these things, and pray the homestead glorifies Him in some way. All right. Again, we thank the Lord.